Did you know that millionaires have an average of around 7 income streams? So what are 7?
This is complete bullshit, and I feel like I need to break this myth once and for all right now. And to teach you this effectively, I'm gonna waste this entire bottle of Moe. But before I waste my favorite bottle of champagne and make a complete mess here in the kitchen for my girlfriend to clean up, me and you need to have a conversation around money, the different types of money, and the order in which millionaires actually create their money. So this guy called Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book called Cashflow Quadrant many years ago. It was one of the best-selling books when it comes to making money and getting wealthy. And what he essentially talks about is that there's 4 different quadrants that you will play in at any time in your life. And if you will not get wealthy until you actually understand how money works and where people make their money. So what he explains is the first one here is what's called the employee. So if you're in the employee quadrant, you're trading time for money. So you will not be able to really scale your business or scale your life to become a millionaire if you're staying as an employee, unless you're in an extremely rare type of job where you get paid a shit ton of money. The next one is self-employed. And if you're a self-employed person, you know exactly what I'm saying is it's pretty much a glorified employee. You usually get paid last, you do all the work, you wear all the risk, you're still trading time for money, but you're out there running your own show. So maybe there's like a very small business or something like that. So you're wearing all the risk, you're doing all that. And what he says is that on this left side of the quadrant, this is where 95% of the world's population live, but they only hold 5% of the world's wealth. So if you were to look at this straight away, you'd be like, well, clearly on that side of the quadrant, millionaires do not live over there, given the statistics. So what do? Almost every single millionaire will eventually move over to this side of the quadrant at some point, and they'll go over here to become a business owner. Every single millionaire that I personally know, that I've interviewed, will always move down to the 4th quadrant, because this here is where all the money is really made. But before I tell you about that one, let's talk about this side of the quadrant. This is where only 5% of the world's population live, but they hold 95% of the world's wealth. So if you look at these two things, you're gonna wanna not ask yourself the question, how can I build 7 different income streams? You wanna ask yourself the question, how can I get to this side of the quadrant as fast as possible? Because that's where all the money is. So I'll tell you what they don't do. They don't play in all of these quadrants simultaneously. They're not out there going, oh, how can I go and get a few different jobs? I wanna work 2 or 3 different jobs because I heard you need to have 7 income streams. So I'm gonna get a full-time job, a part-time job, and then I'm gonna do something at nighttime and I'm never gonna sleep. That's how I'm going to become rich. And then they're not down here going, oh, I'm gonna start my own little side thing on the side, a side hustle, an e-com store, affiliate marketing, network marketing, I'm gonna sell shit on Amazon. And they're not up here going, oh, I'm gonna start 2 or 3 different businesses at once. And they're sure as hell not stepping down into this quadrant, which is the investors quadrant, at the same time as doing all of this, learning how to become an investor, investing in property, investing in other businesses, investing in the stock market, and all these other assets that are gonna produce an income. This doesn't happen. It's a complete freaking myth. That's why this whole 7 income stream for the average millionaire is a complete and utter load of shit. And I'm sick of seeing all these videos out there of people telling you that that's what you need to do as well. Because for the average person who's just getting started or building up to their first $1 million, and they see this type of stuff, they go out there and they think that they need to build 7 different income streams at the exact same time. But that's not what the millionaires do. So the average millionaire doesn't have 7 different income streams at once. However, nearly every single millionaire that I know or have personally interviewed has anywhere between 4 to maybe about 12 different income streams. In fact, one of my friends has over 100 different income streams. Okay. Back to the table. But what do you mean, Morgan? You just said that the average millionaire doesn't have 7 income streams. Yeah, they don't build 7 income streams at the exact same time. So let me show you what I mean. Imagine this is you. Imagine this champagne is you, or whatever's left of it. And this represents your energy, your bandwidth, your time, and all that you have within to actually put into the things that are important to you. And then you watch some stupid video on TikTok that says the average millionaire has 7 income streams. So then you're like, oh my God, I already have my normal job. How about I go and get a second job as well, another income stream, and I start a side hustle, or I can go start a side hustle. How about I sell some shit on Facebook Marketplace? Or how about I go and invest in the stock market, or invest in crypto, maybe buy a property, and then maybe I started just a random business or buy equity on the side. But I tell you what, you're probably left with 7 things that are making you doubt yourself now, you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, and you're completely just filled up. And then that thought of you becoming a future millionaire with your 7 income streams becomes nothing but a distant memory of the past. So let me show you what millionaires actually do to become wealthy. Right, but before I waste all of this champagne, if you're liking this and you're getting value, make sure you subscribe so that way I can go and waste more money on expensive shit trying to teach you guys lessons to better your life. So what millionaires actually do is they focus on one thing at a time. They build one business, one income stream, and then when it gets to a point where it's running itself and it starts to overflow, they then take the overflow and they invest it into other income producing assets. They invested into businesses, they invested into the stocks market, they invested into property, they invested into other things that are gonna make them more money. They invest their overflow into assets, not liabilities, not a Lamborghini, not the Rolex, not the random shit. They invest it into other assets that are gonna produce even more money for them. So then when these little assets down here start to overflow as well, it'll flow down into the next ones, and then to the next ones, and then to the next ones. And that effectively is how millionaires really build their wealth and how you can go out there and actually build an empire for yourself. You see what I'm getting at here? Millionaires are not out there trying to build 7 individual little income streams at once. They focus on one thing and one thing at a time, and then take that overflow and invest it into the other things. They harness their energy. They say no to distractions. They don't watch stupid little TikTok videos, and they only take advice from people that are actually doing better than them. So if you're somebody that's out there trying to go after 7 individual different income streams right now, trying to get yourself to become a millionaire, stop it. Pick the best one there, focus down on that one. And what I've also noticed along this journey, one of the things that stops so many people from actually going out there and creating wealth and bettering their life is this little thing called fear of what other people are gonna think of them. So if you're somebody who has this worry of judgment, or you're worried what other people are gonna think of you on your journey, then go ahead and watch this video right here. I literally made this video that's gonna teach you the 3 things I did that helped me stop giving a crap what other people think, and has helped me go from extremely shy and unconfident and broke to literally living my dream life. So go now, watch this video while someone cleans this shit up.